WD18, the Watford fans channel. At a train station. Thought I'd give you guys a quick kind of fan cam of the day, really. Final score at St Mary's Stadium today: Southampton 2, Watford 1. First thing to say, FLORES out. The man's got to go. We can no longer carry on in this way. As spineless, as gutless as the players were today, and there were a lot of performances like that. FLORES has got to go. Tactically inept, making changes that are never going to win you a game of football. You know, so many bad decisions today, but ultimately, you know, you're 2-1 down. Last 10-12 minutes of the game, you chuck in on a right back for another right back, and another like for like change. Yeah, it's the kind of thing you do when you're 3-0 up. 2-1 down, takes off Kika, brings on Folkier. Inept, clueless, stupid, whatever you want to call it. It was all of those, really. Frankly, the game, I think, for me, changed when Andre Gray came on. No need to put Gray on. Why do that? Players I thought today were poor. Chalobah, what the fuck has happened to him? Such a promising guy when he came to this team. He looks a shadow of the guy he was, and I just don't think we'll ever find him again. Maybe he'll find his feet in another division, and maybe he'll have the chance of doing that with us. Relegation pending at this moment in time. But I want to say a small little thing before I do forget on Southampton today, and that is that they had the quality, and when they had the quality, they delivered. A lot of controversy, of course, with their first goal. Musa with a handball. We've got to take that on the chin, frankly. Can't be sitting there looking at VAR to pluck us out of a hole every single time. Even though fans, I think, will disagree and will say, well, actually, that's kind of what it's there for. And then ultimately their second goal, great free kick by Ward-Prowse. Foster maybe should do better, but it was a really well struck free kick, and that's how you take a free kick, really. Ward-Prowse guy who is I'm a keen admirer of, actually. And yeah, you know, I think there are a couple of players today who, for me, 2-3 players for me that escape any kind of criticism. The first is Ismail Assar, 35 mil, got his start today, scored a goal, great finish from him. Whoever's in charge next week should not drop him. Because he deserves to start for me next week. Furthermore, Etienne Capoue put in a decent shift in that midfield today. Ben Foster as well. Tries every single week. It's never his fault. It's always the people in front of him. And for me, defensively today, we looked absolutely inept. We just don't close down players. Holebas today just didn't close down Gineppo. Just so poor. We look lethargic. We look slow. We look like there's nothing really about us at the moment, and that's what's worrying. You can keep, as I said last week, you can keep as many clean sheets as you possibly want to, and it's absolutely fine to do that, but you just can't. We need to start scoring goals. The fact of the matter is, the minute we went 1-0 up, we shut up shop. It was a disgraceful decision to shut up shop. Should have got that second goal, like we did against Norwich. We get that second goal, we kill the game. The game was always there for Southampton, you know, travelling back with the Saints fan. Shout out to Dan Hargreaves as well. I'm sure he was watching this as a very, very happy Saints fan. He said to me on the way back, at 1-0 up, there was always a chance, a 1-0 down for them. And look, they took their chance, and fair play to Southampton. A draw last week, a win today. I think they've got Norwich midweek at St Mary's. Chances are they're going to climb out of it. For me, I don't know where we're going to get our next point from. It's Leicester away midweek. They're in absolutely amazing form at the moment. Of course, Jamie Vardy always has a good game against us. It's not just Vardy though, is it, at the moment? You've got James Maddison, you've got Yuri Tillemans, Brendan Rodgers has injected life into Ayoze Perez as well. And then, of course, you've got the taller version of Lord Farquhar in Soyuncu at the back as well, and he'll have our attack on lockdown, really. Is it a game that we maybe start Troy in? I don't know. Maybe I think Troy might be able to match them physically. But ultimately, at times today, you know, we started Delafeu, we started Sarr up top. As I say, I thought Sarr looked good today, but sometimes Delafeu, I thought in particular, some of his decision making today was appalling. Just doesn't run with the ball for long enough, and if he does run with it, he overruns it. Passes were sloppy. Midfield today, I thought, was just so poor. Decore kept on giving the ball away. We should honestly stop singing that fucking song of his, because I think it's a curse. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Last thing to say, FLORES was just absolutely disgraceful today. Tactics-wise, shocking. The problem is, who comes in now? My personal opinion on this is you give it to Hayden Mullins until the end of the season, or give it to him on an interim basis until we find a permanent person. I think he's the man who knows the team well. I think he might be able to promote some of the under-23s. And frankly, I would give a couple of those under-23s a run out. And why not? Because there are some players on that side who are absolutely gutless today, some of which deserve to be dropped. But they ain't going to be dropped under this management. They ain't going to be dropped under Flores. Flores will keep on saying and doing the same things. Sick and fucking tired of it. I actually thought Flores was the guy to come in. I was wrong on that. You know, I thought he would give us a bounce. I thought he might be able to stabilise things. And fans are coming out saying, oh yeah, but you know, he's kept like the odd clean sheet for us. No, fuck off. Clean sheets are not going to get us out of this relegation battle. Getting wins and scoring goals will, and right now we're not doing either. So time for us to move on. Time for us to part with Flores. I'll always be very grateful for what he did in the 15-16 season, keeping us up, but he's not the man to take us forward. If anything, we've got worse under him, and we were pretty fucking awful under Gracia at the start of this season. So I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully we all wake up tomorrow morning and Flores is gone, or at some point between now and Tuesday. If not, then, well, I'll have to buy some massive tub of ice cream to watch the Leicester City game on Amazon Prime on, and try not to cry. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe as always, and leave a like if you like this stuff, if you like this content. Hopefully the content will cheer up a little bit, but for that to happen, Flores has to go.